Well, hello everyone. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Christy, and this is the Good Parts on Purpose podcast. So, I want to introduce my business partner and friend, Marion, and we have a very special guest today. It is Gail Kendig, and she is your brain trainer. So, Marion, do you want to introduce yourself a little bit before we get started speaking to our special guest?
Okay, I guess I better sit up straight and smile and look at the
Yeah.
camera. Hello. Yes, my name is Mary LaSalle. I live in the National Forest, which I absolutely love. I get to work from home, which is another thing I love. And I have a daughter who lives in Michigan. I get to go visit her in the summertime. And yes, I'm living proof that this good part is really, really something that you can strive for, that um, you can have if you really want it. So I want to welcome you to the Good Parts on Purpose. This is a challenge that we're doing, and I'm happy to be here. Take it away, Gail.
Hi, Gail.
Hi. Hi,
Do
you
you want to
two.
tell
Hi,
us a
Christy.
little bit about yourself?
I will. How long do we have? No, just kidding.
As long as you
So
want.
I love you guys. Thank you for the invitation. I'm so excited and awesomely humbled. Um, I live in New York and I don't
New
have an
Yorker?
accent. I don't think. And well, they think everybody, when you're from New York, you're from New York City. And we are in upstate New York, which is, cow country.
Beautiful.
We don't have skyscrapers. Well, maybe downtown we have a couple big ones, but nothing like New York City at all. And we're just like farm folks out here. My husband, uh-oh, I hear him come. Oh, that's just the cat. He might come in from outside.
We'll say hi.
He's out working on the land. So, but I always say I feel like Green Acres because I just adore a penthouse view, and I don't know how I got wrapped into this whole thing with the 5 acres and the two cats, 6 chickens, and a dog. But it's been a crazy kind of a crazy life for me. I come from the corporate world, and I am a partner in a company called HBA, and one of our founders talked about the good parts, and he's Mr. Positive. Well, there's two founders, and the one I saw years ago, a long time ago. And I saw him on stage and I thought, this guy is a crazy guy. He's so charismatic and he's on the stage and he's like, what? I'm like, he is crazy. I love him. So, I mean, he was just so full of life. And then, of course, he was in our company. So he was always on stage and he was just amazing. He was always the same. He never had a downtime. He was just very excited about life. And when I found out about that business, which was 6 years, they were already in business. And I thought, of all the people that we knew together, how could it be that no one contacted me for 6 years? Hello.
Right.
So
Right.
as soon as, and I didn't know what business they were in. I really didn't. I just said, these guys are great. I love them. I trust them. I don't care what they're doing. I'm in. Whatever they're doing, I'm going to do it with them. So I signed up and I'm so glad because then I got to meet you guys and then
Yes.
Paul. Mike and Paul are the owners. And then Paul, he started this good parts. And I was so on board because I'm all about the good parts of life. I don't really have down days. I know that sounds crazy, but you can ask my husband. He's often been asked, and he said, they pull him aside like it's a secret. It's like, does your wife, is she always like this? And he goes, believe it or not, yes. And he goes, and it drives me crazy because she won't allow me to have bad days either.
That is so funny. That is so
That's
funny.
fantastic.
Yeah,
It's
it
really
is.
cool. So this
So,
was perfect
Gail,
for me.
yes, it is. I can tell. I think that you have done maybe 30, 35 challenges so far. And one of the things that you talk about is your cards that you give away.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about what those cards are and what you do with them?
I love them. I would have shown you if I thought about it, but I could have brought them. I actually do have in one of my good parts. I show the cards, and
Mm-hmm.
where to get them and everything. But again, with our great community, I'm not even here to plug the community, but I love it. And, the HBA and Paz is in our morning call, which is the Grow
Mhm.
Rich call, which is based on, Think and Grow Rich, the book. And it's a very motivational call, and we have amazing people on it. But Paz is one of them. And he talked about these cards that you can get for free. And they were smile cards. So, or thank you cards, both. And I looked it up and I bought a lot of all of them.
Mhm.
And I ran out of my smile cards because smile, it has an acronym which is uh, smile. My husband just walked in. Okay.
He's
Um,
distracting
you,
you.
you could say hi. He did. He did. Um, so it's like look for the miracles. I always say look for the miracles, not for the misery, because the word smile, and I'm trying to think of the acronym now because I ran out of those cards. See
See
miracles
miracles.
in life every day. See
Okay.
miracles in life every day. So I always say look for the miracle, not the misery, because we are in a life right now in our world which is full of misery, full of gloom and doom. Like Chicken Little, the sky is falling, and I'm over it.
Right.
So that was one of my favorite cards, but I ran out of them because I used them all the time. And I wanted to really run out of all of them before I get the smile cards, which I think I'm only
Yeah.
going to get the smile cards. But the thank you cards are great too. And I give those away when I'm going through McDonald's for my iced coffee. And I give them to anybody, if I'm going into a Walmart or a store or something, then I give it to the teller with my money or however. So there's a couple of them. One has a couple of the fruits of the spirit, like, love, joy, peace, and on the back of them, there's always a little message. But they're so easy because
Mhm.
I'm a networker, like hardcore networker. And we've been doing business cards all of our life, right? You always give it, you're
Right.
going,
Oh
everybody
yeah.
goes like, oh, here's my card, like you're a real estate agent. Not there's anything wrong with real estate agents. I have a lot of real estate agent friends. I love them. But it's kind of, it's like, come on. It's always like, what's in it for me? Like, the radio station, WIIFM, what's in it for me? So I changed the station and I just want to give. I'm not
Right.
asking for anything. I just want to appreciate you, for being here, for being in front of me. You're a human being and I just love you. And then, when they see the card, they immediately think, well, here we go. Here we go. Here's another person giving their card. And they try to smile like in a fake smile.
Right.
And then they
Mhm.
see it and they're like, oh, this is so nice. And they get so
Right.
happy.
I love it.
It's like, oh, she's not trying to sell me anything.
Mhm.
So it's really fun. It's so fun. And that is total good parts. It makes a good part. I hear
Right.
people say all the time, I don't know, how can I find anything to talk about every single day? And I'm like, oh, look around you, like go outside or
Mhm.
come on.
Right.
I mean, there's no way I can't think of good parts.
Right. It's like finding the good parts on purpose, and you are giving out
Uh,
those cards and helping other people find their good parts on purpose.
Absolutely.
Um,
It's so important.
yeah. So, Gail, I wanted to ask you, when you started the Good Parts Challenge, what was the most difficult part for you, and how did you overcome that?
Well, I used to do videos all the time
Hmm.
when I was in the business with Mike and Paul. And it became second nature to me. But then I fell off the wagon, and I for many years I didn't do any. And then I got older, right? It was like 10, 12 years, whatever, maybe more. And now I'm thinking I'm fatter, I'm older, nobody wants to see me, nobody wants to hear from me. It's not like it used to be. I had all these reasons and excuses not to do it. And then with
Right.
technology, it changed too. So now I was like, oh, now I got to learn this stuff. And I was getting panic attacks, like, oh my God. So then because of this challenge, and I thought it was easy to talk about, I just was determined I was going to find a way to get messages online. So I used to do YouTube, and even that changed a lot. But I said, let me just see what happens. And then when I saw it said go live, I'm like, oh, does that mean like really live?
Like for
So
real,
I hit
real.
the go live button, and I was like, oh my liver! It said you're live. It told me. I'm like, oh, I better start talking. So
Right.
and then it was kind of easy because I just had to, just follow the bouncing ball. Mike always says, look at the whole screen. Because
Right.
people always panic, like, what do I do? If you look at the whole screen, it'll kind of tell you what to do. So it became easier and easier, and now
Okay.
that particular, I've mastered that.
Love it. Love
That's
it.
all. That's all I do right now. But I have to learn more technology, which I'm getting better at.
Well, I love watching your good parts challenges, and I love your laugh, and I love it when you throw in those "oh my liver." It just brightens my whole day. Um,
Thank you.
so I guess the last thing I want to ask you is, how do you think participating in the Good Parts Challenge has changed your life or your business?
Well, people respond. They do respond, and that's fun. That like I always think, who cares what I have to say? But I guess the energy that I have and the sincerity that I have for doing the challenges and for trying to brighten someone's day, even if it's my crazy stuff, like my mom, my poor mom, she's like a weeble lately. She keeps falling and she doesn't really get up, but she's needed a lot of help. I want her to be a weeble. But I mean, even if I try to make everything into a positive. She's still
Hmm.
91. She's still with us, and she's got a great personality. People love her, but it's humorous. Some of the stuff that happens is quite humorous. With her age, especially. um, I mean, there's so many things that are happening every day, and I just think that I'm surprised that people are watching, but they're watching, and I kind of ask them, I kind of beg them, please do the good parts challenge. It doesn't affect me. I'm not making any money from anybody because of my good parts challenge. And even YouTube sent me a note. You're doing great. It's so silly. I know it's all like an algorithm, but I think I take it personal. It's like, oh, thanks, YouTube likes me. It's like silly, right? But
Aw,
it I mean, I have been, I feel like my voice is important like anybody else's, I guess. Not that it's
absolutely.
important, it's just that when you can make somebody's life better, then why not, just try to lighten up, Francis, right? Just, you
Aw.
know what I mean? Just lighten someone's life a little, that's
Lighten it
all.
up. Well, I
It has
certainly enjoy watching your challenges. You brighten my day. So thank you for that.
awesome.
Marion, do you have any questions for Gail?
I most certainly do. I just heard you say I don't make any money from anybody, and I want to dive into that a little bit.
Well, I
So
mean, from the
why
good part.
y- don't you think that by being out there like that you could attract people who want to buy your services and your products?
Yes, I do talk about that, sometimes because sometimes what I do, it is from my business. I'm learning every day. I feel more invigorated now. Like, at my age, I know that the average life expectancy is about 70, right? So at 68, I feel like I'm on a real timeline. Like, remember Marissa Tomei in what is it? The my biological clock is ticking. What is that? Cousin Vinny, my cousin Vinny. So I feel like that at 68. Like, I only have, like, who knows, if 70 is my time, then I better put a lot of stuff out there and help a lot of people. Like, I had this sense of urgency that I've never had before. So that's why it's not about the money. It's about the knowledge. It's about helping people. And I'm going to be honest with you. I am a Christian, right? And I don't hide from that. I just want people to know how important they are, how worthy they are, how valued. As a recruiter, I've heard a million stories, and what I find is they don't have a purpose. They don't know their purpose. They just don't know, and they're always searching. Why am I here? Why am I here? What am I good for? What am I, and they literally feel that. And it's my job and it's my mission in life is to help people understand their gifts and how they can help, and they have these gifts and skills and talents that are dying to get out, and they should not just focus on serving other people, and you will find your gifts. And I just have to turn, that's why I'm a brain trainer. I thought of that little tagline because I
Love it.
have to teach them how to think differently, because when you change your thoughts, you do change your life. And I know that we're reading this book right now, which I can't get into because it's so it's above my pay grade. It's really deep. And I'm an easy thinker. Like I just like just stop saying that what you just said and turn it around. What can we say? How can we reframe that? How can we make that different and help edify yourself instead of putting yourself down or thinking that, you're not worthy or you're not, blah blah blah. I'm sorry. I think
I
that was
love
a
it.
long way to say
No, I
say
loved
giving that.
every second of it. It was beautiful.
Well, I do want to mention to anybody that's listening that Gail is right on track. If you do truly love what you do, then you're going to attract those people that also love what you're doing. And if you want to help people, this is the best place to be, on purpose.
Hmm.
A
Absolutely.
challenge like this in a community that supports you it can make all the difference. And I love this challenge. It's a challenge that some of us took every day, and some of us took it once a week, some of us took it once a month. Whatever it is that you decide you want to do, I highly recommend that you challenge yourself to commit to doing something every single time you say you're going to. Because if you can't depend on yourself, who can you depend on?
It's true. Very
So
true.
Right.
commit to the challenge once a week, once a month, go live. Share your passion that you have with the world. And good things will happen, I promise. Whether
I love it.
it does make you stronger or it brings you business or all of that, it doesn't matter. Something good is going to happen if you commit to a challenge like this, like going live.
It's all
Yep,
good.
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I've had a wonderful time. Gail, I must ask you, do you have any final thoughts?
My final thoughts. Well, for anybody who is watching, like Marion and Christy are saying, this is, I believe, their first um, good parts on purpose. So they are going to be doing podcasting. And I think if you are watching this and you love it, that you should reach out to them because you could be their next podcast. And it would be such a great thing if you could be part of this because it's going to be big. It's already going viral. It's already reaching all over the nation, all over the country, different countries. We have people doing the good parts. And you could definitely be on a podcast for the Good Parts Challenge on purpose with these two lovely people. So I would highly encourage you to reach out to them, both Marion
Love it.
LaSalle and Christy Hall, and be on their list because their list is going to grow and you're going to want to be on it. And they're really great to work with. I love them both. And I actually, a couple days ago, put something in the mail for them. So they're going to be a little
Oh,
surprise for them. So
that that is so sweet. That is so sweet. You are just the
I,
highlight of my life, and that is definitely one of my good parts this week is having you come on here with us. I get to spend almost every day with you, and that is such a blessing in my life. You are uplifting. You said the word edifying. That is 100% how you make me feel. Your laugh, your shine. Um,
oh,
I
good.
am so attracted to your bright light, and I hope that
Uh,
you keep shining it forever.
uh,
Marion, any final thoughts from you?
Absolutely. I would like to clarify that the word podcast has really taken on a different tone, okay, a meaning. It used to be only audio. A podcast meant that you were on Apple's podcast, iPods, it was a thing. But now the new whippersnappers out there have decided that podcast means anything that's out there that's recorded, okay, or live. So you can listen to us on Apple or Spotify. You can listen to our podcast, or you can watch us on YouTube and Facebook. And we'll probably have some other places like LinkedIn and whatnot, but wherever you want to listen to us or watch us, you're going to be able to hear it and see it. So I thank you, and I appreciate you so much, Gail.
Me
Just
too.
like Christy said, you are a bright and shining light, and we're happy to have you on as our guest.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much.
ladies. It was fun talking about the good parts.
It really was. I am
It's
so
definitely a good
thankful.
part.
Yeah, I'm so thankful that we've all started this. And
I
again,
know, I love it.
we invite you to start the Good Parts Challenge also. As you can see with us, me, Marion, Gail, it has really started changing our life and our business. And we know it can do the same for you. So,
Come
Yes.
on
Marion,
over to creativecontentcrusaders.com and just check us out. We're on Facebook and we're on the web. So come on over and introduce yourself, and we'd love to have you in our community. If you're attracted to
Absolutely.
us, then we're going to be attracted to you. So bye for now.
Thanks,
Just
all right.
kidding.
everyone. Bye, you
Thank you
guys.
so much for being here. Thank you.